time, and I won't be waiting for the tides to finally align. 8,000 miles, long way to travel. But for you, girl, I would leave any day. Just need a last bit, and I'll come racing. I'll be there by your side. There's nothing making me stay in this place. If life was simple, I'd be seeing you all of the time, and I won't be waiting for the tides to finally align. If life was simple, we wouldn't be so far away. We'd be together, and nothing would stand in our way. If life was simple, I'd be seeing you all of the time, and I won't be waiting for the tides to finally align. If life was simple, we wouldn't be so far away. We'd be together, and nothing would stand in our way.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and race fans alike. Welcome to Race 13 live here on True Sim Productions at Auto Club Speedway. It's the Blazing Pedals NextGen series live here on True Sim Productions. Stages tonight. Kind of an odd setup here. Stage number 1 going to end at the end of lap number 24. Stage 2 at the end of lap number 48. And then it's all the way to lap 140. That should provide some interesting racing there, especially in the final stage, Tanner.
It is indeed a little bit longer final stage, trying to force in a little bit of extra strategy, maybe an extra pit stop. You never know here at this 2-mile oval here in California, Auto Club. I love this track.
Yeah, essentially it's a super speedway, right? We're doing about 100, almost just shy of a 190. We've got multiple grooves of racing available to the drivers, and I think some drivers are getting a little excited for this one. I believe, basically talking to Chris Carroll and a couple of guys earlier on, this race could set up to be something pretty fun.
I'm fully expecting it, and I'm like you mentioned, multiple grooves. You can go from the white line all the way up to that light blue wall. Every bit of concrete, it's valuable here. So you're going to see guys fan out 3, 4, maybe 5 wide on these restarts. It's going to be hectic. It's going to be crazy, and it's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun above all else. Let's go ahead and thank our sponsors before we do anything else. Our title sponsor, of course, Ohio and Indiana Roofing. Our halfway leader, Blackhawk Motorsports. Special events brought to you by Bud Kicker, with communications brought to you by Priority Auto. The Pole Award goes being sponsored by MF Racing Designs and, of course, Five Kings, throwing up those practice sessions for these drivers to do every single Sunday afternoon. So again, we got to thank those sponsors. They're the ones that really help make it go around here. And speaking of going around, we've been going around for a few weeks now. This is, again, week 13. And points, well, let's see what the points are doing. Chris Carroll up top with Ty Morosco and Austin Edstrom right behind him. Brian Dees, Dalton Kilroe, John Perkins, Dustin Ping, Taylor Butcher Benjamin, Corey Sherman, and Philip Van Vliet up 2 spots to take over that 10th spot in the points. Any surprises there for you, Tanner, as we are, getting ready to be 13 weeks in?
So I'm starting to think playoff time, right? We're halfway through the season, going to the regular season. We're halfway through the regular season, I believe. So I got to start looking at that playoff bubble. 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th. Those 6, 7 drivers. I mean, a lot can happen in the next 5, 6, 7 weeks. It's going to really shake up this playoff bubble, playoff race.
Yeah, I agree. And I guess if I had to throw my surprise in there, Philip Van Vliet, the lone Dutchman, although he's a teammate, I did not expect him to be looking at 10th in the points so far this season. And honestly, it's just because we don't call his name very often.
He's very quiet. He don't get himself in a lot of trouble, and that shows. He's 10th. But if I had to say my biggest surprise, shout out to him. Mr. No Practice, Ty Morosco, sitting P2 in the points. Had a great season so far. Got that first win earlier this season. He's been my biggest surprise all season long.
Yeah, he is really being pretty consistent, even quiet, especially for Ty, being quiet about kind of just having nice, consistent races and able to hold on to that second after that great first time in his career win here at Blazing Pedals. Let's go ahead and take a look. And this one's kind of near and dear to your heart, Tanner. It is your power rankings.
It's getting tougher and tougher as the weeks go by. The biggest thing of note this week, number 2 spot. It has been dethroned from Austin Edstrom. So it's been Chris Carroll and Edstrom. That's been 1-2 since the power ranking started. Well, there's a new face up in the top 3, and that is Taylor the Butcher Benjamin. TBB sitting P2 now. Has not finished the race outside the top 10, so that's huge for him. You have Cody Heisman, of course, sitting 4th. As we mentioned, Ty Morosco, heavy contender week in, week out. Same can be said for Chris Berg. Perkins, he's been a man just running super consistent, no matter if he has a front end or not. 33 gets good finishes. Brian Dees, of course. Now, 9 and 10 with Kilroe and Ping. You can flip-flop them, and many times you want it, don't matter. But Kilroe, he's due a bounce back. I picked him on Race Chatter. I expect Kilroe this time next week when we're talking to you with power rankings. I expect that 41 to be a back in the top 5 where he belongs. I'm expecting a win out of the 41 tonight. Then we have Dustin Ping playing gatekeeper right now for the top 10 power rankings.
Yeah, based on a conversation that we're going to be playing here in just a moment with Chris Carroll, he thinks this may go into a little bit of a fuel strategy run. If it does, look out for MFRD because, man, well, you never know. Hey, speaking of that conversation, let's go ahead and get into it right before qualifying starts. Joining me live now, the driver of the number 99 Pit Lizard machine, it's Chris Carroll. Chris, this is Chris up in the booth. You got a copy?
I got a copy, sir.
All right, bud. Well, listen, you have had one hell of a season so far, and we certainly expect that trend to continue. What is it going to take to get a win here tonight?
Chris, I don't know. I got a little bit of practice today. I got maybe 15 laps in here, and this track seems tough. I don't know. I think there's different options available for shifting, not shifting, fuel, all kinds of stuff out here. I think there's about 5 different lanes. So I think during the race, I'm going to be learning. I don't think I'm going to be the fastest car early. I'm going to find out what the fast guys are doing here and the guys that really know the car and the track. So I can't really answer that question other than I'm going to try and figure it out as we go.
Well, if anybody can do it, certainly it is you, Chris. One hell of a season you've got under you so far. We look forward to more out of the 99.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
Chris Carroll, driver of the Pit Lizard, number 99, getting it done here tonight at Auto Club. So that was Chris Carroll, who we're watching right now. Oh, a little bit of a slide right there, as he was just trying to warm us. He's locking him up. He's going to start over. We also talked to Corey Sherman. Joining me live, the driver of the number 3 Savage Edge machine. It's Corey Sherman. Corey, this is Chris. Do you have a copy?
I got you.
You do. Hey, bud, listen, it's no big secret here. You've had a pretty good car as of late, but just can't seem to kind of put it into a victory circle or much less a podium. What do you have to do different here tonight in order to try and get a podium spot?
Well, first off, I shouldn't speed on pit road because I seem to do that Auto Club a lot. So if I don't speed on pit road, I might have a chance to do a top 5 or better.
And as far as the car is going, have you really started getting used to it at this point? Is it really a car situation at this time for you, or is it just circumstances that are happening on the track?
Yeah, I think it's mostly just getting caught up in other people's stuff that's hindered us this season so far. But I think we can get this 3 in victory lane by the end of the season. We're about halfway through, a little over halfway through now.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, bud. Well, congratulations on the season so far. I mean, still doing well in the point standings. Just need to get that podium spot. It's the driver of the number 3, Corey Sherman, going live here tonight. And those are the 2 drivers that I spoke to before we went live. And, you can kind of hear the differences in their voices a little bit. Corey's saying, well, I just can't speed coming down pit road, but there's an undertone there while you're listening to Chris Carroll, and he's still trying to figure out the track. So a little bit of well, we're gonna have to keep an eye on both drivers here tonight. I guess that's the bottom line. We're gonna find out what happens. We do have a pretty good car count here tonight, some 26 cars, I believe. Right now, Cody Heinzman on top of the speed board, tied with Dalton Kilrow. You had to go out to the 3rd decimal point in order to figure out who had the pole. Cody Heinzman did, but just by about a 1,000th of a second type of lap. And now Chris Carroll has got that 99, so she's going to stick, and to 5th place on the first lap he goes. 2 more miles for Chris Carroll to see if he can't jump up just a little bit further.
I believe that first lap for the 99 was basically a throwaway lap, just getting a little bit of heat in the tires. Looking steady here down the backstretch for the 99.
Yeah, this is, you said you like this track, Tanner. I like this track quite a bit too. It's a lot of fun, and I think a lot of it is you just have so many options, sometimes too many options, it feels like, getting in and out of the car. Oh, look
Oh,
out
big-
sideways. Oh, my gosh.
99 has some problems here. Big wiggle. That's going to kill him on the speed chart as well. I say that. He jumped up to third, but we'll see if that can hold.
My goodness, that was a huge wiggle out of the 99. Taking a peek now at Philip Van Vliet. He was my big surprise in the point standings. Up 2 spots. Your top 10. 10th place in the point standings. The lone Dutchman, Philip Van Vliet, currently wrapping up a 7th place starting position. Teammate Corey Sherman crossing the line for number 2, lap number 2, and 9th is where he's going to be.
So I just got a little buzz from the catch-up, man. Cody Heisman currently holding down the top position with a 3.85. He said there's storms overhead, so he said if y'all see me disappear at any time, I lost power. So hopefully that is not the case for the 51. Hopefully all is well.
Yeah, there's been a lot of storms, especially up our way and across the country. You knew at some point that humidity was going to break, and boy, did it. Tomorrow's high, Tanner, you're going to be a little jealous of me a little bit, bud. Ready? Tomorrow's high up here in the great state of Vermont, 64.
That is crazy because we've had some basically almost like summer days here. Today felt great, but it was raining. Today we were a cool little, about I think 75, I believe. So felt great, but it was raining.
Yeah, we've been very, very warm, so this little break is, well, that's what it is. It's a break. Usually we're hot and humid. Today, tomorrow, we'll take the cool. No problem there. Hey, Austin Edstrom with a 6th. Yeah, absolutely. I got to show off this paint, man. I was looking at this thing during practice, and it is gorgeous. Dustin Ping in the 81. Look at that thing shine. Oh, man, is that a good-looking car. Ping, right now, with a 13th starting position.
That's an off lap for Payne, because if you remember at the end of happy hour, 81, I'm almost positive he was still sitting top of the board, top of the speed charts when practice concluded.
Yeah, he was up there.
So a little bit of trouble maybe for the 81 there. Didn't get the lap he wanted for certain. Ketchup man still holding it down. Top of the board, 41.38. Like you mentioned with Dalton Kilrow, they tied, but then you go to that third decimal. Cody Heisman with a 41.385 compared to Kilrow's 41.389. Little weird seeing Edstrom starting 6th because he has 5 pole awards already, Chris, through 12 races, dude. So that's pretty crazy for the 87 to rack up the pole awards. He is Mr. Rocket Man right now, for sure.
That's a pretty good way to start your race. 5 separate times, starting from the pole. Taking a look now at Brian Dees, the sole stealer in the 17 out of the MFRD camp. Lap number 1 just completed. Good enough for 17th starting position. You want to talk about an off lap. There it is, a 42.27. Almost a full second. We'll call it 9/10 of a second. It would be about right. Off from our pole leader. So the 17 going to be searching out, looking for some speed.
See what he does here down at 3 and 4. This lap looks pretty clean for him. You notice they're not going all the way down to the bottom either, to that white line right now. Not a lot of grip down there from what I was hearing.
Down onto the apron and across the start-finish line, Brian Dees, second lap, good enough for 6th starting position. So a pretty big jump there for the 17. How about his teammate? The 1 car, Ty Morosco, his first lap puts him 17th starting position, a 42.08, and he's looking to do better. Morosco winning the very first race of the season right here on True Sim Productions for the Blazing Pedals Next Gen Series.
Notice he's running a little bit higher up than what the Soul Stealer Brian Dees was there in 3 and 4. But watch him. He's going to walk it all the way down to the bottom of the track. Cut that track as small as you can for the 1.
And still a little bit on the slow slide for Morosco, a 41.80. Good enough for 14th starting position. How about Brian Zimmerman? The USA Firearms number 28 out on track. This is his second lap. Heading on to the backstretch for Brian Zimmerman. A 2-mile track, you know you're not full song until you come around for that second lap. So second lap's typically faster here at Auto Club.
Zimmerman went all the way down to the bottom, the very bottom seam, not the very bottom of the track. He's also going to cut the apron there. See what Brian does, a 41.593. Well, that is 8th place, I believe.
Yes, sir. So 3 drivers yet to come out to qualify. Eric Blount, Stephen T. Johnson, and Mike Massengill.
Got to send a shout out to Stephen T. He has not been able to race with us a whole lot this season due to dad duty and trying to become a real-life pilot. But funny enough, he does show up for Auto Club. Why? Because he won last season here, and he led the most laps here with a total of almost 60, 59 total laps led. So Stephen T has not qualified yet, but I expect him to be fairly good here tonight.
Well,
Then let's do now to get to it.
Yeah, I was going to do what you asked me to, but I hadn't seen him out there, so I guess we'll save that for another week. On the pole tonight, driver the number 51, it's going to be the teenage driver, Cody Heinzman. To his outside, the 41, Captain Save Fuel out of MFRD, it's Dalton Kilroe. Starting in the third spot, our points leader, the 99 Pit Lizard Performance car of Chris Carroll, and to his outside, the DGR number 48 of Dylan Banks. Jamie Walker, here after missing last week's throwback race, the 88, going to be starting in 5th spot. To his outside, the 17 out of MFRD, it's Brian Dees. Austin Edstrom picks up a 7th place starting spot in his 87 MFRD machine. Brian Zimmerman in the 28, going to be starting in 8th spot. Sam Lawson out of 5 Kings Motorsports, going to be starting his 24 in 9th position. And in 10th, it is TBB, it's the Butcher, Taylor Butcherbin Benjamin. Starting in 11th spot tonight, it's going to be the 89 out of TNA Motorsports. It's Philip Van Vliet, and to his outside, the 00 of Gordon Larson Jr. Starting in 13th tonight, it's the 4 car out of Pit Lizard Performance. It's Larry Bell, and to his outside, the 3 out of TNA Motorsports, Corey Sherman. Ty Morosco out of MFRD puts his 1 car in a 15th starting spot, and to his outside, out of Speed Mafia, the 33 of John Perkins. Starting in the 17th spot, the 81 of Dustin Ping being unemployed. Starting in the 18th spot out of TNA Motorsports, it's the 8 car of Amanda Sherman. Jason Bauer puts his 9 in 19th. Chris Berg started 20th. Rick Thompson out of Speed Mafia 21st. Mark Arthur 22nd. Steve Johnson 23rd. I didn't see him during practice, but here we go. I have to call him the Junker. Hunter Lagunas going to be starting 24th in his number 27. I'm going to have to get the story on that one. Starting 25th tonight in the 16 car, it's going to be Eric Blunt, and to his outside and shotgun on the field out of Blackhawk Motorsports, it's Mike Massengill. That is the lineup for tonight's race. Jason Powell joining us from the campground. Jason, I hope everything's going great for you out there. We're getting ready for 140 laps, 280 miles.
Only 120 laps.
Oh,
Right.
120 laps, 240 miles. Yeah, that's right. I'm getting excited.
It's okay. But when you said 140 earlier, I rode with it, and I told the guys 140. So hopefully they looked and realized it's only 120 now. It's about to be fun. They extended the start for us here, so we get caught up with them, and we're ready to go. Now I'm ready to rock and roll. A lot of cars out here. 26, I believe, was the count.
26 cars.
Before the first start, before the drop of the green flag, you got to pick.
Oh, man.
On
You
the
know
spot,
what?
I know. We didn't talk about it at all.
I want to say I have a pick for a top 5. How's that? A top
Okay.
5 tonight. Going to come out of the 3 car. It's time. He's due.
I'm riding with the 41. I picked him on Race Chatter. I have a feeling it's time. He's starting outside pole. Here we go.
Yeah, let me get past the first stage there, and then I'll pick a winner. Pace car is down. We're getting close to the Geico start zone. For the first time here tonight, we go under green. The outside lane getting a pretty good push. That's Dalton Kilrow with a push from Dylan Banks in the 48. Race number 2 for Dylan Banks here for the Blazing Pedals, but Cody Heinzman on the inside tries to fight back. Now we're going to go 3 wide. 3 wide for the first time here tonight. It's going to be for first,
Ooh,
second,
somebody going around the
third.
back. Somebody towards
Yellow
the back
flag.
went around, Chris.
Oh boy. That may be Stephen T. Johnson in the 2 car.
I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. I saw, but was not 100% certain.
Well, there's only one way for both of us to know for sure, and that's to go back and take a peek.
Absolutely, boss.
We got RT76. Jason Bauer was right there. Here comes the 2. He just got sideways. Oh boy. And stays off the wall. Oh man, that was close.
That was
Just broke
closer than
traction.
close. I mean,
Just
that
broke
was-
traction. That's all it was.
Yeah, just stepped out. That's what it looked like last week at Rockingham. That's a very, very deja vu moment. That's what it looked like at Rockingham for a lot of these guys. A lot of self spins last week. I'm telling you, I heard so many different complaints about the car tonight. I heard some guys, Chris, and you're the crew chief guy, right? I hear some guys, they're saying the car's tight. Other guys saying, man, they're wrecking loose. So it's definitely this track. It just depends on how you drive it, I guess. I don't know.
Well, that's it. And the other side of that is it is so wide that it actually could be loose in one spot of the track, and you go up or down a lane, and it's going to either loosen up some more or tighten up a little. It's very interesting, and because it's a set setup for the car. You know, it's somebody else made the setup. So you're not entirely sure where they were driving it in order to get the best speed, the best feel. That doesn't help.
It is a good point, though. All these guys, they're all in the same stuff. So you just got to make it work. You got what you got now.
So one caution down early on in this one. All 26 drivers going to be able to continue. We call that no harm, no foul.
Yeah, I think the only thing hurt in that whole ordeal was the 2 cars' pride.
Yeah, I think so. And you give them a few laps and get those tires sticky, and I think even that'll go away. Well, Cody Heinzman started on the pole, but boy, he didn't last long there. As Dalton Kilrow went to the outside, Dylan Banks went to the inside, and Cody Heinzman fell back. 3rd spot now as our pole sitter. Awful early. Nobody's going to come down pit road. No reason to at this point. I say that, and it looks like 5 drivers decided they were going to come down. Fuel only is the call. Cars crossing over 2 by 2. Just under 2 miles from now, we'll be going back under the green flag for the 2nd time here tonight.
We saw that outside lane. It had an advantage on the initial start of the race. So see if Dylan Banks, if he can do what Dalton Kilrow did a while ago, get a launch on the outside. But the one thing is, Kilrow has the advantage. He knows when he's firing off. Dylan, he has to try to react to it.
Yeah, first start on green, then it's on driver's or leader's choice. So you're right. Kilroe does have an advantage this time by. Basically, driver's choice, if you're not familiar, that just means that anytime within the restart zone, the lead driver can hit the go pedal. And then it's up to everybody else to keep up with him. From the initial start, they wait for the actual green flag to fall before they go and hit that loud pedal. Pace car's off. Now, Kilroe's going to look for that Geico restart zone. He's in it. Now, anytime he can go, he does. Green flag once again.
Great launch for Kilroe. Does not have to battle anybody. The battle is on hot and heavy from second on back as cars just fan out everywhere.
Yeah, and we're going to see that quite a bit here tonight. Cars are able to fan right out, like you said. 3 wide, not really a problem here. That 4 wide is going to start becoming a little tight. As I'm saying that, we're 3 wide for, well, that was quick. It was 3 wide for a second there for second spot. Cody Heinzman on the outside looking for second. He's going to have it at the line.
Yeah, there was close to a 4 wide call for second right there. That was pretty cool. Now look at the catch-up man. Takes it down to the low side of the track. Kilroe's going to have the momentum on the outside lane, but advantage goes to the 51.
51's going to have to try and get up top on the track. He did not get there. And now the 48 of Dylan Banks may have his number, but the 51 battling still on the inside. Cody Heinzman has retaken the lead away from Don Kilroe. Brian Dees may have touched the wall. All of a sudden slows up just a little bit. Here comes Jamie Walker to make it pay.
Jamie Walker, a driver that won at Dover earlier this season, but I'm on the campaign for Jamie. I think he deserves another good race here. He's had a few down ones, getting involved in early wrecks. So the 88, he's also a driver looking for a bounce back here, currently running in the 5th place spot, but under fire from Brian Dietz.
Dees is working the inside. Jamie Walker to the top side of the track along with Chris Carroll. Carroll moves down just a little bit. Walker follows in his tire tracks. The 41, Don Kilroe, back to the race lead over Cody Heinzman. He does it on the inside. So Kilroe early on in this one looking strong. And so too is the 48 of Dylan Banks. Banks has been battling with Cody Heinzman here off and on for the entire race.
Banks has definitely showed a lot in his little stay here. Remember last week, Rockingham, that was his first race ever in the series. Ran 3rd last week, playing 3rd right now. 48 might be the real deal here.
It very well may be.
Kilroe, top shelf of the track there. Reach out and touch the wall almost for the 41.
Yeah, and that is not a bad way to go. You see the momentum that the top side can hold. And the 41 starting to put a pretty big gap between the two gentlemen battling for second spot, Dylan Banks and Cody Heinzman. Chris Carroll running that top side as well, trying to hold up momentum. A little bit of a wiggle out of the 99 as Banks drops down in front of Cody Heinzman. Battle right now going to be for 3rd spot. It's going to be Carroll and Heinzman. These two can't get enough of each other.
They cannot, and I find it funny. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, all race chatter guests this afternoon on today's episode. That's pretty funny. And Kilroe, man, making the high side work, making the low side work, and they are just doing battle behind him.
Cody Heinzman goes up to the top side of the track, going to follow in the footsteps for a little while That didn't last long, though, as everybody else goes way down low. Heinzman about mid-track. That puts Chris Carroll down low. Now Carroll's going to be on the bottom side. Heinzman up top. Heinzman that time by. Third spot back to him. Going into 1 and 2. Carroll took it over. Heinzman right back to it. Those two drivers swapping back and forth, back and forth. Remnants of last week still.
Absolutely. I'm wondering with that first stage ending, I believe you said lap 24. It's looking like they're not too worried about tires right here. They're using them up. I mean, they're racing now. I don't see anybody inside the top 10 really saving right here.
Yeah, lap 24 is going to end the first one. Lap 48 will end stage number 2. Then it's a battle of the 120. Here for race 13.
A little crew chief is taking tires at lap 25. Is it the right call with the stages ending so quick on stage 1 and 2?
I think that's just a matter of...
I think the 99's figured that out, Chris. Look at the 99 right now. He's falling back. I think he may have determined they're racing a little bit too hard up there.
It'll be an interesting call. Not one I really want to make. I think if you come down pit road at this track, you need tires. Gail Sherman checking in as well. Gail, hope you and Richie are doing awesome. Heinzman back up the second spot, now right behind Kilroe. So Kilroe's early on advantage, all but gone, as Cody Heinzman is right there.
This is very reminiscent of a real-life NASCAR race here at Auto Club. They got this package. There's so much parity out here that these guys can't really get away from each other. The draft is just strong enough to keep all these guys within reason on top of each other out here.
Cody Heinzman looking for the lead again as he is down low on Dalton Kilroe. Wasn't able to make it happen. Again, Kilroe using that momentum. He's just a very good driver that hasn't had the type of season we're accustomed to seeing out of him so far this season. Tonight could be the one he needs. Great to hear. Gail, that's great to hear. Sam's calling for Brian Dees.
Social, Brian Dees, 17. Always a great pick.
Oh, Sam Lawson. I think that's the second or third time I've kind of picked up on it. He is coming out of the corner and giving a big wiggle. That right rear tire is not going to be happy if he keeps doing that.
And it's funny because he was one of the guys really angry during practice talking about the Carl
look
Stipe.
out! We got caution, and it involves TBB.
Oh, no.
All torn up is TBB. As caution, forget about it. It isn't going. But neither is the right front tire for Taylor Butcher Benjamin. That car has destroyed
What
the
is
27
going on?
out to the wall, and still no caution.
Oh, my goodness.
Finally, that caution flag flies. As man, oh man, is that a bad one.
There just went the streak right there, I'm afraid.
Yeah, that car is hurt. And we're actually going to have to back up from here. This is when the caution came out. And it came out for Hunter Lagunas, believe it or not. Oh, this could be...
Not the junker.
Oh, the 27...
Wow.
I don't understand. It looked like something just broke on the 27.
That was weird. That was really weird.
And caution didn't come out until this point. Hunter the Junker. I guess I don't need it explained to me anymore. I kind of get it.
Hey, that was the nickname Chris Carroll gave him on Race Chatter. It stuck. That's his nickname, Hunter the Junker.
Lori out there to say hi, and we say
beat
hi
me.
right back to you.
You beat me. I was getting ready to say it. You beat
Look,
me.
I'm
Hi, Miss
coming in.
Lori. Hi, Miss Connie. I got you, Miss Connie.
I'm coming in first tonight.
You beat me with Gail as well. You got me with Gail, right? And you got me with Lori, but I got you with Miss Connie. Hi, Miss Connie. Whenever you do show up, I know she's going to be here. She has to be, right?
Yeah, she does.
It's not a party on Sunday without Miss Connie.
Well, I'll tell you, there's some drivers down pit road now. Austin Edstrom, Tom Orozco, Amanda Sherman, Chris Berg, Rick Thompson, Mike Maskingill, of course, Taylor Butcher Benjamin, and Hunter Lagunas as well. Yeah, the streak I'm thinking it's done.
It's toast. Stick a fork in it. Too many cars out here tonight. I hate it for TBB. Just took over second place in the power rankings. Has 10 top 10s in a row. But still, I mean, it had to come to the end at some point, right?
Well, yeah,
but still,
yeah.
10 though. Still impressive.
Not his doing.
Nope.
Unfortunate for the 10 car.
If this was real life, there'd probably be a fight over by the Junkers hauler right now. I don't know.
Yeah.
Taylor's pretty cool, calm, collected.
Yeah, but right now that car destroyed sitting on pit road.
I hate that for TBB.
Taylor Butcher Benjamin in the infield care center. We're going to bring him up and see what happened out of the front windshield of the 10. TBB, driver of the number 10 car, Chris and Tanner up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, bud, the streak comes to an end tonight. Can you tell me what was going on?
Yeah, I mean, the streak was going to come to an end sooner or later, but yeah, just a little over-aggressiveness off turn 4 there. I was kind of pointing to that spot earlier that there's going to be trouble off of there, and 27, just, I don't know, overcorrected. It would have been better if he would have spun down to the grass, but he overcorrected, and yeah, I'm looking at the replay, as far as like how I got clipped there, it was actually his front bumper on my right front, so yeah, so that's end of my night as far as from being competitive. But luckily we got a lot of MFRD teammates still up at the front, and hopefully they can bring one home tonight.
All right, bud. Well, I hate it that it happened like that. But get yourself fixed up. Get yourself back out there. Every point counts. You know the drill.
Yep, sure do. And just hope we got an off week next week, but hopefully Lucas Oil can be a little better than tonight.
All right, bud. There you go. The driver of the number 10 on pit road, hopefully trying to get himself fixed up. And
he was looking on to Lucas Oil.
Man, what a bummer.
We already mentioned Lucas Oil. Now I can't think of Lucas Oil without also mentioning that's when the bracket actually starts. And TBB, he is going to be facing Cody Heinzman at Lucas Oil. So basically, whichever driver finishes the best out of those two drivers, they will advance into the BPL bracket. Speaking of the bracket, you can fill out your prediction. Go to True Sim Productions Facebook page. It is the first post. Click the link, fill out your predictions, and watch your stuff on the leaderboards, Chris, as now we go back green flag racing.
We do, but something in chat catching my eye, Lori. I see that, and I hope everything is okay. I'm glad to hear Connie's on her way home. Hopefully everything is okay as we are back under green flag. Dalton Kilroy, our race leader. And you see him fanning out again.
I said it, I think every week, get in where you fit in, but that's truly what it looks like out here. Oh, there's not a car right here? Let me go there.
Yeah, I think, well, it's important, right? I mean,
the air is very important.
Air is so important. And look, we're only 4 laps away from ending stage 1. That's the other thing that we got to think about.
I forgot. You got stage points in the mix here, huh?
Yeah, if you think these drivers aren't going to go for every single point they can get,
Look
knowing-
at your boy Corey Sherman back here, the gatekeeper of the 10. He was just 3 wide for the top 10. Stephen T. Johnson looking for a stage point here. So is Dustin Ping. As I'm glad you noticed that because it's getting hectic and chaotic now.
Jamie Walker all by himself in 5th.
Oh, Stephen T. going around in front of the field. Got loose and they got tapped by somebody else.
Oh, yeah, he did. Caution again.
He may have been wrecking without the help, but the help that he got was not the help he needed. I don't know if he was saving that without the second lick. Just gets loose, huh? Has to roll up, catch it, can't get it caught enough. That was
And
just him?
then Eric Bonk maybe just gave him a little tap. No place to go for Eric. And Stephen T. around he goes, second time of the night, and really very lucky. Not a lot of damage. Maybe some paint scrapes, but no
the
real
second
damage.
time. Second time for the 2 car. As we're back under caution here at Auto Club, we got Jonathan out in the chat saying, "Go Zimmerman." What's up, Jonathan? Andrew, if you're out there in the chat, what's up, buddy? Sam asking Hunter the Junker. Yes, that's Chris Carroll nickname. So shout out to the chat, looking lively tonight. Keep chatting with us, and we'll try to keep tabs on as much as we can. As we have a busy pit road now that stage break is among us.
Are they calling this the stage break?
That's a good point.
Because we are on lap 22, now 23.
I think it will. I think 24. You said right?
Yes, sir.
I think this will have to be stage break. Actually, on 24. So
All right.
This is a race for stage points right here in and of itself. And some people stayed out. You see.
I sure do.
And I like the call. As long as they can pit. If they can pit, and they should be able to pit. Wait, they're not going to be able to pit either, Chris. If they don't pit this time by.
That's right, because pit road will close.
Yeah, it'll close for them. So you got to pick right here. Do you want the stage points and the track position, or do you want the tires and the fuel? Wait, timeout now though. The stage ends at the end of 24, right? Coming to 25.
That's right.
Yeah. So yeah, if they pit right here, they're not getting stage points at all.
Yeah, I think their bet is made. They're not coming in.
Yep, no reason to now. You done it now. Get your points. Brian D is going to get himself 10 points. Look at Corey Sherman. Corey Sherman's a guy that could be flirting with that 16 bubble. So these points matter a lot for him.
Yeah, he'll take 9. Dustin Ping will take 8. Gordon Larson, Chris Berg, Austin Edstrom, Mike Massengill. Our former leader, Dalton Kilroe, is in 8th spot right now. He'll take a couple. 3, actually. Cody Heinzman will take 2. Jamie Walker going to be scored in the 10th spot. He's going to take the final point.
Hold the phone. Because they're going green here. I don't know what they're doing here. Okay, now they just called it. They extended the yellow.
All right.
So this is the stage, okay. All right, race control stepped in and said, nope, not going to let it happen. So this is the stage here. So it's official.
It's the right call.
I agree with it. Now, if I was a driver, I don't know if I would agree with it or not.
I'd be mad as
Depending on what side of the coin I fell on
yes,
it, right?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
If I fell on the good side, I'd be happy with it. I'd trust the call.
Yeah, Corey Sherman, Brian Dees, Dustin Ping, Gordon Larson, Chris Berg, they're all very happy with this call.
They love that call. They love the call. Great call. They're like, great call, Blue. Good job.
Now they're going to be looking for what I would call a relatively quick caution.
Sam said, I agree that Tanner agrees. I don't know what I said.
Okay. Next stage going to end at the end of lap number 48. And I'm not really sure if, well, we've had a lot of cautions. Maybe they could make it on fuel, but the tires. Boy, I don't know about the tires.
They can go about 50 laps, about between 45 to 50 laps on fuel. Tires,
Okay.
The right side tires will be the problem.
Yeah, I'm thinking specifically that right rear, the way some of these rear ends are kicking out.
It is, but that's what was so crazy during the happy hour. I would hear right rear from some and right front from others. It was like 50-50. It solely depended on how you drove the track. It was very weird. It didn't matter what lane you ran, because Sam and Brian Zimmerman, they were running the same line, yet they were feeling completely different.
Well, then it's just a matter of throttle control.
Yep, just driver. I agree.
Sam agrees that you agree.
I'm wondering if he agrees with that one. He may not agree with that statement, but I do agree.
Well, he still has to agree that you agree.
He did say he agreed that I agreed.
Yeah.
So I agree. Yeah.
Pace car lights are off. Ah, boy. So are we. Heading through 3 and 4 right now. New race leader Brian Dees, Corey Sherman going to be restarting to his outside. Then Dustin Ping, Gordon Larson. The 66 of Chris Berg. The 87 of Austin Edstrom.
Like you said, new faces out front. Cody Hines and Dalton Kilroy, they are 7th and 10th, respectfully. Those were your race leaders. Green flags back out in there.
And 17. A really good restart. Not such a good restart for the 3. And I almost got to wonder, Tanner, and follow me along with this logic, because you're going to understand this. 24 may have scrubbed the wall a little bit. Or no, that was a 66. Chris, no, that was I don't know. It was a 24. We're going to go with it.
It was a city car. I don't know the number, but I saw it too.
So follow me with this logic here. To me, fresh tires always seemed like it took 2-3 laps for them to really kind of get going.
Absolutely.
Meanwhile, these guys up front are able to run, and they are running.
Well,
Mark my words.
With only 24 laps, I think these guys that are on old tires, I think they can survive for about 10 or so laps, I think. And I think you'll start to see the advantage of the fresh tires. But now, somebody like Kilroy, who did take fresh tires, what damage is he doing right now to those tires? As these other guys have already got those up to temp and all.
Yeah, well, that's it. And the other side, too, is I lost my train of thought. No, I didn't. Some of those first 24 laps, quite a few of them, actually, probably 15 of them, were under caution.
Yep. I like the call right here. I think Kilroy's going to catch him because he's already up to third, right? But if I'm not mistaken, Corey Sherman and Brian Dees, I believe they were like 9th and 10th before the stage break. Corey Sherman was for sure 10th, but I mentioned him being battling for 10th for stage points. I remember at one point.
Actually, he was 8th.
8th, okay. So
yeah.
So he's up to third right now, so it's a net positive for him right now for certain.
Yep, absolutely.
And another thing that's a positive is these guys are all over the field. I'm seeing some of them beating and banging from the middle of the pack. Chris Carroll, Cody Heisman, they got their work cut out for them here as they're trying to get back up to the field. They see Kilroy getting cars in front of them, basically. Kilroy's passing people, whereas they're not.
And you know that's killing them.
Yep.
Two
absolutely.
competitors like that, all they want to do is pass.
Well, they see the guy they've been battling with for the race lead. They pitted with him. They were lined up together, and now he's leading, and they're still running. What are they running? 7th, 8th, I believe, currently.
Yes, sir. 7th, 8th. No, 6th, 7th. Sorry, 6th, 7th.
Not able to make the pass, but Kilroy was. And it may be by default. They may be doing this, just saving a little tire. You never know. That's the beauty about these races. A lot's happening out there. It may just look like they're going around in circles, but I'm telling you folks, a lot is happening out there right now.
And I'm telling you, it's Gordon Larson, the 00. He is flirting with that wall.
He's hit it a few times. He's done more than flirt with it a few times. I've watched him snag it twice now. The city car, the bright green.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Right behind him, up 9 positions, Mark Arthur.
That's his first mission of the night. A quiet night for the 12 car. That's exactly what he needs. He needs a quiet but productive night. He's right there on the points level. He's 16th right now.
Yeah, and he's also right behind John Perkins. Not a bad fellow to be right behind, I'll tell you.
They are also racing in the same team channel, I believe. So, kind of teammates, I guess. When you're racing with somebody in the same Discord channel with you or TeamSpeak channel, you naturally take care of them. As we come back up front here, Chris, I think Brian Dees and them are now starting to feel the effects. The tires are starting to fall off a little bit. You're seeing the advantages to the fresh tires now out front as Chris Carroll and Cody Heisman have taken over the position away from the 17 there.
Yeah, Brian Dees has slipped back to the 4th position. Corey Sherman has slipped back to 7th. Still a net gain, though.
Right, exactly.
You know, even if he ends up in 8th spot, that's where he would have been.
I think even if he falls back to 14th, he got 10 points, 9 points in the stage, and you got another stage break coming, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Those points are be valuable. You just don't want to fall back to like 18th, because then you just lost all 10 points in this game, basically.
And these guys, we've seen it time and time again all season long. You say there's a point on the line, and they just lose their minds and go crazy.
Absolutely. I mean, we went a few weeks without having an actual natural stage caution, if you remember, at the start of the season.
Oh, I very much remember. Yes, I do. Hey, you know, the other thing I remember is every now and again we got to say thank you to all those people who have joined us live here on True Sim Productions. Without them, well, we'd have a really nice conversation with each other, but nobody would be listening. So thank you very much for tuning in every Sunday night.
It would just be two idiots talking about some racing if nobody was watching.
Mark Arthur actually doing okay here tonight. And I don't want to do the commentator curse by talking about him too much, but he has found something, and the car looks very stable while he's doing it. And if the car is looking stable, chances are it is stable. And the 87 just gave a little push to the 3, say, hey, come on, I'm a little bit quicker. Why don't you get out of the way?
I think if Mark can ever get the track position, it don't matter what the track is. I think if he can ever get the track position, he'll be okay. I think he struggles with this car right here, what you're looking at in traffic here. He's trying to make gains because he's used to it in other cars. You put the throttle down, you race hard. You see some contact between him and the 3, but just not able to do that in this car.
Boy, is he just getting into that corner every corner really well. With a little bit of a bobble right there. Has to correct it. Very small correction. You could see the wheels turning just a little bit. But look at what it did to his momentum. Absolutely broke it.
It killed it. It killed John Perkins' momentum as well. Now Sam Lawson, Party Boy, the governor, whatever you want to call him, the kid, goes down to the low side track at number 24.
Yeah, 24 down low.
It's a good looking paint scheme too. I don't know who painted that, but I bet they look good in real life too. It was me, okay, I'll tell you. I painted it.
I kind of figured that one. How about Ty Morosco? Again, a very quiet night out of the 1 car, but here he is, solidly inside the top 10, currently running 6, up 9 spots, and look at the 00 again. Oh, John Perkins and Corey Sherman go around.
That was a hard contact for one of them. I know maybe 2 of them for sure.
Oh, boy.
That one looked pretty bad. That one looked bad.
Both cars able to get back out on track. Both have all 4 wheels turning at the very least. Let's go back and take a peek. The 33 was on the low side of the track. The 3 corrected. They, yeah. Not the worst hit I've ever seen. We'll see if it affects these drivers, as once again, we're under caution.
Hate that for Corey. As I'm trying to look at the damage, it's hard to tell on my end, honestly.
Jason, I see what you did there, and I agree. Pit road's about to get busy again. So far, 5, 6 cars, 7 cars, 8, 9, 10 cars coming down pit road. Maybe more towards the end of the field. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a very quick break. We're going to get in a sponsor. We don't do it often enough. MFRD, right around the corner.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Welcome back to Auto Club Speedway Live here on True Sim Productions. Under caution, working a lap at number 36. Remember, our next stage is going to end at the end of lap number 48. This caution was brought out by John Perkins and Corey Sherman getting together. Up front, we've got Dalton Kilroe leading the way. Chris Carroll going to be restarting to his outside. Cody Heinzman slots in P3 with Jamie Walker to his outside in fourth. And it's going to be the one car of Ty Morosco. To his outside, Sam Lawson. Mark Arthur has made his way up to the 7th position. And to his outside, Stephen T. Johnson. Pace car lights are off. We're getting set to go back under the green flag. We're working our way through turns 3 and 4 right now. Pace car is going to take the turn onto pit road. So Don Kilroe has led the most laps here so far tonight, and he is going to lead another one as he takes off. Cody Heinzman going to try and slot in, looking for P2 out of the 51 machine. On the outside, it is Jamie Walker trying to give a push to the 99. Walker now goes way up to the top side of the track. He's going to try for some momentum. Not going to be able to do it. In fact, loses a spot.
These restarts are crazy, Chris. It's chess right here. You just got to find out which lane will prevail, which lane's moving.
Ty Morosco has vaulted up to the 3rd spot, up 12 positions since the drop of the green flag. To run in the 3rd position, just one car away from his teammate, the race leader, Dalton Kilroe.
I know you mentioned him earlier, but running P8, got to shout out Mark Arthur. During the commercial break, was actually busting on him a little bit. He's one of my buddies, right? I asked him, I said, Mark, what's wrong with you? And he said, what are you talking about? I said, well, we're 40 laps in. You ain't wrecked nobody yet. That was a good little laugh we had during the commercial break, but looking strong right now, sitting 8th for the Barbie Mobile. And I think he's starting to really slowly but surely figure out this car. I really do.
Yeah, it might be starting to come to him, or maybe it's just the track. And, you know, if it's just the track, yeah, it could be a little bit of both. The 41 had a little bit of a wiggle, and now Chris Carroll is our race leader. The 41 giving it up, had a little bit of a wiggle, and now the 1 of Ty Morosco looking way to the top side. Morosco looking to try and get some momentum built up in the 1 car.
It seems like every week, Chris, we get on here and say, where the hell did the 1 car come from? And seriously, where the hell did the 1 car come from? Up to P2 now.
The 41 was leading away. Heinzman into the wall that time. Losing a little side grip. The rear end kicked out and scrubbed the wall. Here comes the 24 of Sam Lawson. Lawson on the inside is going to take over 4th spot.
And now normally I would not even worry about any type of damage like that, but you mentioned 2-mile track here. Aero is very important. You don't want any type of damage. Anything that you can keep from getting, you don't want it.
Well, based on the move he's making right now, I don't think there's a problem with that 51.
Okay.
Yeah. Going up just a little bit further, the 1 car working the outside of the 41. The 41 gives a little bit of a slip. The 1 goes way up to the top side to give enough room. He breaks his own momentum, but saves his teammate.
They're teammates, but I love how hard they race each other. They'll slide job each other and everything out here. It's awesome. But they will work together, too. They're hard to break up when they get linked up together.
Now, it is a 2-mile track, and there is some drafting that you can get on this track. The 51 was able to catch the 1, but then stalled. The 24 going to go down low. Can he do it by himself?
I think a track
51 goes up high. Oh, look out. Oh, the 1 car had a wiggle. The 51 just about dumped himself. Way back is Heinzman dropping now.
My goodness. That was like that should have been a wreck or 2 right there, Chris.
Chris Carroll, Dalton Kilroe are leading this one. 3rd spot, Sam Lawson. And here comes the 87 with a head of steam. That's Austin Edstrom. Edstrom now goes down low. Austin Edstrom looking for 3rd. And he has got it. Man, oh, man.
Kind of with ease right there as well. Just went down there to the low side of the track and took it away from the 24. And
The
look at that gaggle of cars.
66 and the 1 meeting in the middle of the track. Door slamming each other, but the 66 finally able to get by. Mark Arthur right behind Tom Morosco, and Morosco's tires maybe not. Oh, the 12 gets into the 2, into the 81, and the 4. Oh, a big one. Caution on the track.
Wow.
Well, I don't have to say a word because you're the one that brought him up last.
I'm just gonna watch the stream. I didn't see it live. Just show me. Just show me. I don't want to see. Yeah, just show me. Let's see.
Get sideways coming off the corner and meddling. Mayhem.
Wow. That's crazy, man. That's heartbreaking right there. That sucks.
Beautiful paint job that the 81 of Dustin Ping came to the track with is all kinds of ruined. The right front fender again on the 12 car crinkled up. He just got loose. He came off the corner and got loose.
Ran out of room trying to save it, huh? I don't think he was going to wreck there if it wasn't in the car. That sucks. That sucks, man. Hate it for the 12.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this one. He was doing a very good job tonight. And he's not done. I mean, he can get this fixed. He's done it a few times this season.
Or all season.
But yeah, that's a heartbreaker. The 2 was already there, and then the 81 of Ping got into it. Oh, wow, look at that. Ping went around.
Oh, he went completely over. Did he land it? Oh, he didn't land it. He
didn't land it.
Not yet, at least. Wait.
Now it's good.
Oh, he did land it.
And then they come to a stop on the track, and they're in the middle of the track.
Sam asked a really good question, Chris, in chat. I'll ask you. Did you know that Mark, he hates this car? Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, he don't really like this car. I don't reckon.
You don't reckon?
I don't reckon.
You're the only person that doesn't. Oh, boy. Caution once again. Here we are, lap 46, and wouldn't you know it, stage number 2 is about set to end in 2 laps. Here we go again.
I didn't even notice it once again. I don't know if the drivers even noticed it. I ain't heard a word about stage break yet over the comms. They're kind of sneaking up on us, huh? Austin Edstrom, though, going to be your race leader.
Well, I'll tell you, if it goes like it did last time.
Right. I mean, hell.
I don't see why it wouldn't. Austin Edstrom would be a winner of 10 points. Chris Berg, Brian Dees, Gordon Larson, Jason Bauer, Corey Sherman back up into the 6th spot. Mike Massengill in 7th. Eric Blount, Chris Carroll, and Dalton Kilrow would be the top 10. And I don't see why that would change. I mean, they got to kind of keep it consistent, right? So a little bit of good news for Mark Arthur fans. He was able to come down, get some service, and get back out all on the lead lap. The bad news, of course, is that right front fender still bowed up, still damaged, and the 12 is going to have a hard time keeping up until that damage can be fixed a little bit more than it is now. Pace car lights are off. And it looks like we're going to take green just as we were set to take a caution. So it was supposed to be at the end of a lap number 48. This is. And Austin Edstrom with the race lead. It's funny. My time in the scoring shows me at lap 49. I look at the top, it says lap 50. Who knows? We're around there.
Whatever it is, Austin Edstrom is our race leader right now, regardless. And he has checked out. He's been the first guy out front all night to actually get some car length in between him and second place. Look at the Stowe Stiller applying a little bit of pressure underneath Iceberg, number 66.
Yeah, Sam called it out earlier. He's looking for Brian Dees to win this one, so far in 3rd spot. Jason, I don't think you could pay anybody enough to run this car again next season, or the season after, or the season after, or the season after that.
Chris, you've been around BPL for longer than I. I've been here for 3 seasons, I believe. I know you've been here longer than that. Do you know if Brian Dees has won a BPL race or not?
Yes, he has.
He has won one? Okay.
Absolutely.
I was trying to pull it up, but I'll be honest, it was going to be a lot of work, so thought I'd ask you first.
Just checking the memory. I see how it is. Oh, the 3-car hard into the wall that time with the right side. But Corey Sherman right now running 5th after restarting in 6th spot. So Sherman's got a little bit of horsepower under the hood of that 3-car. If he can just direct it in the right direction, maybe he'll have a good finish here tonight. Ty Morosco is trying to catch him from behind along with Don Kilrow. Our race leader, though, Austin Edstrom, he's got himself about a quarter of a second lead over second place, Chris Berg.
Was just checking the lap times from our race leader last time by compared to Mark, who obviously has a little bit of damage. He's almost a second slower, so he does have some damage to that car he can get fixed. But he's able to turn laps, so that's a good thing. He may be able to gain a few positions here.
Oh, the 17 may have misjudged the entrance to the corner as he was wiggling and jiggling, maybe bouncing off the wall. The 17 no longer the race winner, or leader. Austin Edstrom no longer the race leader. It is now Chris Berg.
I think he was bounced off the wall there for a minute. I was confused when he said 17. I was like, wait, did D's hit it too? But yes, Edstrom, I believe. Oh, I get it. Hey, it's exciting. It happens. We're almost 3 wide for the lead almost. I mean, this is awesome.
I see
this car
MFRD.
gets a lot of hate. This NextGen car gets a lot of hate as a driver. As a fan, I love this, dude. I love this. These guys are on top of each other, fighting, beating, banging. I like it. I do. I like this car as a fan.
The only thing that I don't like about this car is the amount of cautions it seems to produce.
That's because of this. These guys are all on top of each other. One small mistake turns into something much bigger.
I think these guys could probably be in go-karts and they would still wreck each other, but man, the competition, it's so strong here. It's so good. Out of the corner of my eye, I see Corey Sherman going backwards. I see the 28 of Brian Zimmerman. He's facing the wrong way, and he has been modified.
That's, I think, 2 or 3 weeks in a row now for the 28. Heartbreak for Zimmerman.
Let's go back and
remember last
see.
week, Chris Zimmerman, he qualified on the pole for Rockingham and still ended the night like a modified.
Oh, boy. Yeah, that one did not start with him. That's the unfortunate thing. The other unfortunate thing is, looks like Philip Van Vliet. I was touting him before. He got a piece of that as well.
I think a pretty significant piece, too, I think.
Man, oh, man.
A few drivers right there. Wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, I just happened to look over and I saw, Philip Van Vliet, he's got a modified as well. Look over and saw a couple of drivers were falling back relatively quick on the timing and scoring, so I decided I'd take a peek and see what was up, and nothing good.
How did Corey come out of this? Sherman. I see him go get wrecked down low right there, but I don't think he has a whole lot of damage. 3 maybe. There's a wall down there right there. Did he get that inside wall?
He did not get it, I don't believe.
I think he did, Chris. I think he did. Let's see here.
No, sir. No, he did not.
Oh, good call. Good call. All right. He's good then. Okay. All right. A little bit of contact right there, but that should be okay.
Such a huge infield. That really is what saved.
He had so much runoff area there.
Yeah.
He almost went to victory lane down there.
It's a little premature.
Hey, the good thing is, car still looks good. He can still drive that thing to victory lane.
Oh, absolutely.
We have some takers down pit road.
Yeah, we have a bunch of them. We also have a new race leader. It's going to be Gordon Larson Jr. in the double aught.
Kilrow scratching and clawing, trying to get back up there to that race lead. Going to be starting outside row number 1 right here. You know what I wish this series had? And it may promote more wrecks. I don't know. I wish we had the choose going on here. We brought it back to last season. We did a CLR, and it's so fun. It's so fun, man. It changes these races up so crazy. Especially at a track like this where every lane's valuable.
Yeah, kind of alluded to this before we got going. Didn't know what kind of race we're going to see. This is about what I was expecting. These guys are battling every single lap. It's been a lot of fun to watch.
All the guys just right on top of each other. If you're not going at least 100%, you're going to get ran over out here. So it promotes racing hard because you have to because of the car, and then it just snowballs from there.
So Larson, Kilroe, Morosco, Carroll, Heinzman, your top 5. Jamie Walker, Sam Lawson, John Perkins, Eric Blunt, and Jason Bauer in the 9. Going to round out your top 10. Corey Sherman just coming out of pit road. He had some damage to take care of. Mark Arthur doing the same. Zimmy's coming back out. Cars are lining up 2 by 2. We get ready to go back under the green flag in just about 2 miles. And this one's been exciting. I mean, there's no other way to say it, right? I mean, yes, there have been, I would call it an excessive amount of cautions, but exciting. You just don't know what's going to happen from lap to lap.
I just jumped down just to a team channel just to speak with them boys, see how they're feeling approaching the night. Because like you, I have teammates out here as well, right? So I got to be unbiased in the booth, but maybe secretly in my mind, I might be pulling teammates there, know, right? So I just went out and talked to him. Brian Zimmerman, one of them, involved in the wreck. He's heartbroken at that. I know he is. But Chris Carroll, he said he's liking the way the car feels right now for the 99. So it might be interesting to see what happens here now that he's back up to the front with Dalton Kilroe.
Yeah, right behind Kilroe. Kilroe in second, Carroll in fourth. Cody Heinzman's worked his way back up to 5th spot. Jamie Walker right there in 6th. So Jamie having a really good race after not being here last week. And the pace car drops down. We get ready to go back to the green flag. And we are green. Gordon Larson with a really nice start. Yeah.
He made him waited right to the very end of the restart zone. That's going to benefit to him. Now the one car trying to get around his MFRD teammate of Dalton Kilroe. He goes to the race lead front and center, a 2-for-1 special.
Oh, the 99 getting a little wiggly. Look out. Chris Carroll holds on to it. Constance joining us. Constance, we hear you're coming back from the hospital. Hope everything's okay with the husband.
Absolutely, Miss Connie. Thoughts and prayers. Everything's okay.
The one car up front. Dalton Kilroe looking for a way to get there.
So I'm seeing some blocking happening through the field as we have a battle for the race lead between teammates. Chris Carroll also goes into the hack. Kilroe to the advantage, front and center. Will the one car have the momentum here on the high side, though, Chris? It will indeed.
Kilroe maybe losing a spot. But the 99, no place to go. The 1 is there, and here comes the 41 looking to battle for the race lead again. Dalton Kilroe trying to march back to the front.
Car I'm watching right now inside this top 5 battle, it's that 00 of Gordon Larson. He's on a little bit different tire strategy than these guys. He's got up front, but he's holding position right now. He's holding on strong up there. As Chris Carroll, big moment for the 99 down low. So about the 1 and the 41, maybe to get it back around the 99. They do indeed.
Whew.
The big moment right there for the 99. I know Chris. I know he probably needs a new set of panties after that one. And yes, I said panties.
Well, Gordon Larson right now being scored in the 4th spot. He's got a couple of heavy hitters right behind him trying to work their way around. One of them, the 88 of Jamie Walker. Walker down low. Jamie Walker looking for his best position of the night. He started in 5th. He's currently running in 5th.
That's the driver with the most career BPL wins. Mr. Jamie Walker, long overdue for a season championship.
Just been snake bitten.
It's so
every
many times
season.
over. The last 3 seasons I've been here, I don't care who this pisses off or who gets mad. Jamie Walker's been the favorite week or season in, season out, and something happens. It never fails. I don't understand. Just snake bit, just rotten luck.
Right now, Walker just trying to hold on to the top 5. He's not going to do it right now. In 6th spot on the top side, Austin Edstrom winding it up. Edstrom looking to try and take over a spot from Jamie Walker. Meanwhile, the 51 of Cody Heinzman goes down low. Heinzman now looking to take one away from Gordon Larson.
Oh no, Miss Connie. Well, hopefully everything gets better. Hopefully it gets better. That's scary to see that. Thoughts and prayers go out to y'all for sure.
Austin Edstrom putting it into the fence one more time to get around that last set of corners, but now has it rolling again. And Jamie Walker is up to the 5th spot. Cody Heinzman looking, trying to get around the 1 car. He went high, then he went low. Ty Morosco back down to 4th spot. Morosco looking for a top 5 finish here to really solidify himself as a 2nd place in points guy. He's there already, would like to hold on to it, but makes contact with a 66. Look out!
Just ran out of real estate. All them guys did right there.
And the 1 car comes out of it relatively unfazed. Chris Berg, though, sideways on the track, and that could have been much, much bigger.
I'm nervous about the 1 car, though, Chris. With the way he was pancaked on the wall. That was insane. What even happened? What in the world?
I think the 66 may have gone up into him a little bit.
Was that no net code? Was a net code there? I've only seen it once. I'm watching it on the stream now.
I'm going back. We're going to watch it from a different angle here.
I don't think there was net code. I think he went up and got him.
Yeah, he did.
Absolutely did, huh? Ran out of real estate there.
Yep. Yep, he was trying to make 2 lanes into 1, and that doesn't work.
Oh, I just heard Chris Berg apologize and said that he thought he was entirely clear. He didn't know Ty was even out there anymore.
Oh, boy.
He said Spotter didn't tell him he was out there. He said, I thought I was clear. At least he owned up to it, right? Took the blame.
Well, yeah, I think more guys would be better off if they did,
Absolutely. That right there, that it don't sound like a whole lot, but I promise you, Ty, he may be mad still. He's not nearly as mad now after hearing that. I can promise you that. And looking at Ty's car on my screen, 1 car looks fine, Chris. I think you nailed the head. I thought it may have been a little hurt, but I think he's okay. I think Ty's just fine. Looks like he may be going down pit road here to assess the damage. Jamie Walker going to do the same in 88.
Yeah, a lot of drivers. I mean, everybody
I'm on replay mode. Never mind. I'm sorry.
9th place on back is all on pit road.
Yeah, I was delayed. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
We were just calling action from about 30 seconds ago. That's it. Just wanted to make sure y'all knew what happened a while ago.
If anybody ever thinks that this is easy, I invite them to give it a try.
A lot of buttons to push, and I'm only pushing a fraction of the ones you're doing.
So Dalton Kilroe, your race leader, I think he has a pretty damn good shot tonight of leading the most laps. Chris Carroll in 2nd spot, Cody Heinzman in 3rd, Austin Edstrom in 4th, and Dylan Banks, the 48, making his return to the top 5. It's been a minute. Remember that first stage? He was contending for the lead. He was all around the leader there, and then we kind of lost track of him for a little bit, but he is back in the top 5.
He is indeed, and that's funny you say that because I really did think a while ago, and I went and looked on my SDK where he was running. So he is. He's back up inside the top 5 currently. As I can tell you, one person that does like these cautions. Well, maybe they don't because they are the league owner. Mark Arthur. It's allowing his 12 car to get the service needed down pit road because now look at it. That car, I mean, the Ford Mustang Dark Horse looks pretty in the front.
Yeah,
looks like they got the clip repaired on it.
I
like
dare say it's all better. Yeah, it's better.
He'll tell me in just a second in my ear if he's good or not. I know he's listening to us right now. I'm just waiting. But yeah, it looks to be all good.
Yeah, if he can start driving it like he was prior to that accident, boy, he's got a shot at a top 10 here tonight.
He said it's all fixed. I think that's what he said. Y'all both were talking. Y'all's voice sounds kind of the same from iRacing to TeamSpeak. I don't know why, but I'm pretty sure he said it's all fixed. And he's also still on the lead lap, so this could be a turnaround right here for the 12 if he's able to make pace here, which by the looks of his car should, right? But there could be stuff we're not seeing hurt on it. But if he's able to make pace here, this could definitely be a turnaround for the 12. He just needs not another turnaround, like the real turnaround.
Yeah.
All right, Dalton Kilrow, man, front and center, Chris Magoo.
The proper type of turnaround, as you can say. Green flag back out. And Dalton Kilrow going to hold on to that race lead. He's going to skirt up to the top side of the track. That's going to take care of Chris Carroll for a minute. That's Cody Heinzman is working the inside of him. I am starting to see a 4 wide trying to get set up, but it's not going to happen in the 48. Kind of falls back in line. Goes all the way up top. Leaves Cody Heinzman by himself, and Heinzman going to slip back to the 5th spot.
Yeah, Heinzman, a little bit of a bad exit, I believe, out of turn 2, I think that it was. Yes, it was turn 2. You saw the horsepower and the momentum difference. As they're 3 wide back there for, I believe, at 6th, 7th now. And Gordon Larson with a big move. Threw a block on John Perkins, or maybe just got loose, that I don't know. That was scary. That 00, that City Machine's been exciting tonight.
Yeah, he really has been.
That's unlike him, man. We don't normally have to get excited like that, saying it, but we are. I love it. I love it.
Hey, usually he's very quiet, but right now he's up 5 since the drop of the green flag, the initial drop. He's running in 7th spot with Larry Bell trying to work his inside. Bell was caught up in one of those cautions earlier on. Don't see the damage affecting him all that much right now as he's running a solid 8th.
I gotta stop you. There's no way Larry Bell was involved in a wreck. He don't ever get involved in those. He misses every one of them, don't he? He gets involved in every one of them. He has the worst luck ever when it comes to that. As we have a new leader out front. As I just noticed it, I clicked on follow leader and it jumped to Mr. Chris Carroll, 99, man front and center right now.
Well, Chris Carroll, you know, the pre-race interview, he was like, boy, I just don't know what I'm going to be able to do. I was sitting back saying, man, I've got faith. I know that you're going to figure it out. And boy, look at this. He sure has.
He figures out like he does every week, right? So, interesting stat coming into tonight, not counting any of the laps from tonight's race, but Chris Carroll, he's led the most laps this season with 796. Chris, do you know who's led the second most laps this season?
Oh, man.
Just take a stab at it if you don't know.
I'm going to go with an MFRD driver. I'm going to go with Austin Edstrom.
Well, Austin's in 3rd with 309. Cody Heinzman has led the second most laps with 370. Cody's only done, I believe, 5 races.
Cody
has led Cody has led 40% of the laps of the races he's been in. Almost 50% of the laps he's led.
Wow.
How crazy is that?
That is a hell of a stat right there. That's pretty impressive.
To be that many races short than everybody else, but still be second for the most laps led. That shows when he's out front, he dominates. For both of them, the 99 and the 51. But the 99 has almost 800 laps led, over 800 laps led now.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive in its own right. Oh, hard into the wall.
Whoa.
Goes the 41. Kind of out of nowhere. Dalton
right.
Kilroe just missed that apex and slammed it into the wall coming out of 4.
I feel like he looked at something else, just lost focus for a second or something, because that was an awkward spot to actually catch the wall at.
My Lord.
He was damn near out of the corner already, right? He was straightening out and everything, and boom, got in the wall. That was a weird one. He should be okay, though. But now look, Edstrom. These are the two. They've been 1-2 in the power rankings all season long. And this is why right here. Edstrom's making a strong case to take back the number 2 spot.
Well, he is. He is having a really good night here tonight.
I still got my eyes on that 48 of Banks, so I think he's lurking back there, currently battling P3 with Dalton Kilroe.
Yeah, I don't know if lurking is the right word. I mean, he is right there in their faces. Boy, he is running third, and there isn't a damn thing anybody can do about it.
Now we'll just see if he can clear that real estate in between him and the Moon car, the 87 of Edstrom, or the Sun car, whichever side you look at it. See if he can track down the 87 of Austin Edstrom here. And you also, you can't forget Cody Heinzman, right? I think he is lurking. Although he's right up in the mix as well, I think he's lurking and saving a little bit of tire right now.
Yeah, Heinzman may be lurking a little bit.
I think he's big braining it right now. He's thinking for a little bit later in the race. We still got about 45 laps to go or so.
44.
My redneck math. So right, yeah. Look, I'm proud of myself. I can't believe I was only one off.
Yeah, you did good. Speaking of big brain, there you are. My commentator and friend, Mr. Tanner Marr, coming up with the math.
There we go.
Coming up, though, how about this? It's Austin Edstrom. Right now, he is working the inside of Chris Carroll, and Edstrom had him by about a nose midway through that corner. The 99 using that momentum, able to get it back, but Austin Edstrom is right there. He is on the back bumper of the 99.
So I just peeked over at the chat. Sam said, Dees, he's our man if he can't do it. You know, like the no one can, Sam. But he said, Dees, he's our man if he can't do it. I'm out $50. I don't know. Sam, have you been placing wagers on the BPO races?
I didn't know that was a thing.
I really don't know if that's actually legal. It might not be legal. So hypothetically, assuming you did it.
Yeah, I mean, is there another website that I don't know about?
Yeah, I don't know. He said he put $50. I'm curious for the next comment. I'm waiting. I'm watching with bated breath. I know he's about 10 seconds behind us.
Oh, so, man, the 99 is coming down pit road. He's giving up the race lead. And Austin Edstrom now is the race leader, and you're absolutely right. Tanner, that is going to make everybody think about their strategy going forward.
Oh, it's monkey see, monkey do here for the top 5, I believe. I don't think anybody's going to stretch this out. I think the fall off's too much here. I don't believe many are going to stretch this. Now, I've been wrong 1,001 times before. But if I'm somebody in the top 5, I'm getting down as quick as I can. Unless, Chris, you think there's a caution coming. If you're seeing some intensity somewhere, maybe stay out. But, man, oh, man, that top 5, they're strung out. I'm getting down pit road as quick as I can. None of them do that time by.
Boy, if there is a caution, Chris Carroll's night will be over. It's a strategy. But, man, oh, man. You see it out of the windshield. Carroll not back on the track surface, but heading back out on the apron as our leader went by full song.
I'll be honest. I love the strategy at first, but seeing people pass that pit road a few times is going to make me a little nervous, I believe. I can't believe nobody went down right then. So did he break the ice too early here, Chris?
Well, he would have to be a second faster for the next 40 laps to get around these guys. If he was right at the race leader right now, he'd have to be a second faster to go around the track and catch these guys without them coming down pit road. So he is now waiting. Now they have to pit. There's no question about it.
They're losing time not pitting every lap, basically. We can watch the lap this next few times around to see what the lap difference is, just because he's on fresher tires now, right?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be as big as you think it is. I think it's going to be about 7-8 tenths of a second. That's what I think. But we'll find out. We'll find out if I'm right or wrong. They're coming out of 4 right now.
I'll argue with you about it.
Cody Heinzman coming down pit road. Austin Edstrom last time by a 41.28. Chris Carroll ran a 40.95. Not a very big difference at all.
Not a big difference at all. Not worth pitting yet, I can tell you that. But now with Cody Heinzman going down, I truly am. I was thinking maybe Carroll pitted early. Maybe he pitted right on time. This could be the race-winning call for him or Cody Heinzman. But I'm expecting pit road to get busy, and it's not. They're still passing it on by.
Yeah,
remember, they can go between 45 to 50 laps on fuel.
Yeah, Edstrom just tapped the wall coming out of 4th with the right rear. I mean, he's letting it all hang out. Cody Heinzman coming off from pit road, so he'll rejoin the field. Carroll now is starting to move a little bit. Last time by 47.4 for him, 41.36. So just under 7 tenths of a second between himself and the race leader with 37 laps to go. That was my brain kind of giving up the ghost for a second there. Chris Carroll down low. He's going to get his lap back the old-fashioned way. He's going to earn it. Carroll now back on the lead lap at the tail end of the lead lap. Cody Heinzman being scored, the first driver 1 lap down. Dylan Banks right now rides in the second spot. The 41 hard into the wall again. Man, oh man, turn 4 is going to eat somebody up before the end of this night. More than it already has, I think. John Perkins having a nice quiet night. Up 10 spots since the initial drop of the green flag. Perkins right now running in 6th spot. And he's going around Brian Dees. Dees going backwards. Uh-oh, Sam. Oh, I'm sure you're just joking. Sure. All right, let's check in with a couple of drivers we know had a hard time earlier on in this race. The first one, Corey Sherman. Right now, he's bouncing back pretty decent. He's running in the 15th spot. The car seems to look okay. It is off pace by a little bit. Next driver to take a peek at is the 12, the Barbie car. Again, it looks fine, but that car off pace. That car is running 42-second laps.
A little bit off. I think it's the sheer speed of the car. I don't think he has the straightaway speed.
Yep. We've seen that before. Sometimes you look at the car wrong and it gets slower for some reason. So Cody Heinzman is trying to catch the race leader to get his lap back, but Austin Edstrom and Dylan Banks, Dalton Killer, Larry Bell, all the rest have not come down pit road yet. The only two drivers to have done it, Chris Carroll and Cody Heinzman. And if we have green flag pit stops, easier for you to say, Tanner, that could shake things up too, because this is not the easiest pit road to get on.
You just busted me out laughing, bro. I busted out laughing. That was awesome. That was awesome. Good one. Touche, my friend. But I agree. I hope Sam agrees again, but I do agree.
He'll definitely agree that you agree. Well, the 51, Cody Heinzman, going around our race leader. He just got his lap back. Last time by for Austin Edstrom, a 41.60. Chris Carroll, a 49.8. Cody Heinzman, a 47.5. Cody Heinzman, fastest car on track right now.
I wholeheartedly agree. And I wasn't even trying to be funny that time.
Here we are, lap 90. Last time on pit road for our race leader, for lap 47. So that 50 lap call was a little bit short. He's on 53 right now.
Jordan Larson taking her down pit road.
Double up, bringing it down. And it's to the point where some of these drivers are going to have to come. But there are some different strategies being employed right now.
So I was sitting here trying to just get a gather of the race, like what kind of strategies we have in here. You got most of the field, I can say most of it, right? Pit on lap 66. Some pit on 67. Dalton Kilroe's the only guy that pit really early compared to everybody. Him and John Perkins, at least, they pit on lap 47. They're doing. Massingill's in right now. And then Edstrom, he pit on lap 56 here. He's due pretty quick. Do you want to pit, though? I mean, I don't know. Man, if you're Edstrom, you got to, right? Because of fuel. It's interesting.
You have to.
Right, the fuel, he can't make it to the end.
But the tire fall off. Now, the crew chief in me is thinking.
Well, he's 41.7 last time by.
Yeah. He was 41.7, but Cody Heinzman was 41.11. Chris Carroll was 41.07. So 0.6 of a second.
Yep.
The crew chief in me is thinking really hard. Fuel and two tires?
That's possible. That is possible.
You're going to give up a little bit of time on track, but you're not going to give up all the position.
And you're going to gain some time on pit road. Less time in the box. Obviously going to be taking less fuel as well because he didn't need as much. I like it. I like it. Just a quick little stop and go.
Dylan Banks on pit road along with Dalton Kilroe. Banks on his way back out on track. Kilroe just going in. So Banks is done. He doesn't have to worry about fuel anymore.
I was sitting there thinking those guys that pit on lap 66, they can't make it either, can they?
No, they can't. If they can do 50, it would get him to 116.
And they were telling me during happy hour, there was like 48 is almost the max you can go and
Now,
still have pace. So I don't, they're not making no 55.
race leaders
55.
coming down pit road. Austin Edgrom finally comes down pit road, and that's going to make John Perkins the race leader. The 33 leads the way.
I remember 33 was last on pit road on lap number 47. So he's inching close to that 50 lap mark on those tires.
Jamie Walker working around Larry Bell. Walker going to be second spot, then Bell. Sam Lawson would be slated for fourth, Chris Berg fifth. Chris Carroll right now 32.61 seconds away from John Perkins, almost an entire lap. Dylan Banks back up to speed. Had a really good pit stop, though. 14.68 in the stall. It's not going to take him long to get his lap back.
Right now is the most important time of the race. You're going to be looking at, we're just roughly over 20 laps to go. This race just went by fairly quick. It's almost getting time to start thinking about visiting that pay window. What are you going to do to set yourself up right here?
I think, given that there is not that big of a tire drop, I'm gassing. I'm gassing and going. I don't even know if I'm taking two. Maybe I will, just because you can do a full tank of gas, but we don't need a full tank of gas. You need what, 3 seconds worth of gas?
If that, brother. I mean, you're getting into splash territory, I believe. Maybe not exactly splash territory, right? But yeah, second, 2, 3 tops, probably. Not a lot, for sure.
Yeah.
You don't need a lot.
Yeah, I'm fuel only at this point. Forget my 2 tires. I don't even want those. It's fast enough. I just want to keep position.
I think that might be the winning strategy. That you could possibly win with that strategy. If you can get on and get off pit road quick enough. I like it. I do like it.
Well, I'm
Larry
calling
Bell
it.
taking the 4 car down. And Larry Bell may be speeding here, buddy. Larry Bell looked like he got down really hot. Maybe he didn't. Oh, no, he got slowed down. He did get slowed down. The cone was pretty deep. I thought the commitment cone was close. So Larry Bell's, he's coming down pit road. I'm going to watch him and to see what he does here.
Austin Edgrom looking to get his lap back. And the 88 of Jamie Walker going to try and pull a draft, but he's not getting enough.
Oh, Larry Bell overshot his pit box. Had to back up some. Right side of the car, definitely getting jacked up for the 4. Left side's going up as well. He was not on the same wavelength as you, Chris. I can't believe it. I thought he might gamble because he stayed out this late.
Perkins bringing it down. Jamie Walker leads the lap. The
Now, what's the
88 of
33
Jamie
gonna do?
Walker.
I'm going to keep tabs on the 33. See what he elects to do here. This is interesting right here. I mean, this is big.
Ooh,
How
Walker
fast
had
is he
a
on and off?
big slide, though. Those right sides getting tired.
Right side car's jacked up for the 33 of John Perkins. Oh no, another 4 tire stop. I don't like 4 tires this late in the race. I don't
Yeah,
think.
no, I definitely don't want 4. I mean, if you want to give me 2, crew chief, it's on you if we don't win. But don't give me 4.
Yeah, I love the 4 tire call a while ago, but then hearing you say that, yeah, I don't like the 4 tire call. The fall off's not there enough.
Yeah.
Not for the handful of laps we got left.
Right, we've only got 19 laps remaining, 19 to go. Jamie Walker is our current leader. The last time on pit road for him, lap number 67.
But now, Chris, that's 19 laps, 2 miles. You're looking at what, a 40-second lap? That's still a lot of time left for those old tires.
Oh yeah,
But-
it
but-
is.
But we've seen all night, they basically fall off to a point, right? And that's what they've fallen off right now to Jamie Walker. He's running about 42 seconds per lap. That last time by, though, a 41.6 for Jamie Walker. So it's not a bad lap time at all.
No, it's not.
Jamie currently scored as our race leader. He has a 7-second lead over Sam Lawson. Lawson pit on 67 as well with Jamie Walker. And then from 3rd place all the way down to 11th place, Amanda Sherman, they all pit on lap 66. Chris Carroll on 78, I think he's good to go to the end. He's in 12th. So he's currently the guy sitting front and center. Does have Cody Heinzman right there behind him, 4 seconds behind him. So man, oh man, strategy. We made the final stage a little bit longer. Admins voted for that, right? Stretch out that final stage a little bit longer. See if we can get some different strategy. I think we've gotten some different strategy, I believe.
Yeah, we do, and it's one of those deals. It's going to drive me nuts until I figure out what the winning strategy was, but here we are.
That's the thing. So me and Sam were just texting. I feel almost disconnected because I can't tell really where I need to lean at here on which strategy will prevail. It's kind of tough to see here right now. You're just not going to know until like lap 115 we'll start to really be able to tell, okay, this strategy prevailed.
Yeah.
But right now it really is. It's a crapshoot. It's hard to tell. Is Walker making the right call staying out this late? Did Chris Carroll make the right call, dipping down earlier than everybody?
I think Jamie is doing what Jamie has to do in order to try and win. He's going to stretch it as long as he possibly can. I mean, honestly, all he has to do is save 3 laps. If he can save 3 laps of fuel, he'd have enough to make it.
Oh, yeah.
So that just throws in another wrinkle.
Wait, time out. You are exactly right.
And look at that.
I don't think the 88's fitting here, boss.
I don't think he intends to whatsoever after what I just saw.
Yeah,
We're on board with the 88 right now, and you watch how quick he just lets it off and pushes that clutch in. He is rolling that car.
His closest competitor is right now 7.5 seconds back, and it's Sam Lawson. You got Chris Berg 9 seconds back. They pit basically on the same lap as Jamie. So you don't really have to worry about them, I don't think, because if they're trying to make it as well, he's prettier. He's got the advantage on them.
Yeah, he can do.
He's shutting the car off. He shut it off right then. Yeah, he's most definitely not pitting 88.
Yeah, and you can see it when he fires back up because the car gets a little bit loose as the power kind of gets re-engaged when he lets off the clutch. Oh, yeah.
I got to keep tabs on Chris Carroll. He's sitting 10th. He's 27 seconds back, man. No, he's out of it. He can't catch Jamie if Jamie don't pit, I don't think, can he?
No way.
Even with fresh tires, he can't.
Jamie's still running a 42-second lap.
Yeah, no chance in hell. Wow. I think you just found the winning strategy there, boss.
So Jamie Walker, I believe, is trying to save 3 laps worth of fuel. Sam Lawson, right behind him in second spot, maybe up to the same shenanigans. His last lap time, a 42.47, actually slower than Jamie Walker. Chris Berg in third spot, again, 42.28, his last lap time. Yeah, I mean, everybody down to Chris Carroll running 42 and a half second plus minus a little bit lap times.
I just went and jumped with Sam Lawson. Sam's good to go to the end. He's been saving, I guess, this entire run. The governor currently sitting P2, I believe.
Yes, sir.
He is good to go to the end.
All right, there it is.
Didn't even sound like he had a single worry about fuel. He said, I'm golden. But he did say, I'm only good by a little bit. So he was wondering if Jamie's good. He don't think Jamie's good because he jumped out on him like this. He said there's no way the 88's going to be good. But I think the 88's good. The 88's no rookie. He knows what he's doing out here. I promise you.
Well, that's it. I mean, that's it.
He's
exactly.
not he ain't just run out there going to run stuff out of gas. I can promise you that. Unless he's thinking like a last lap splash and go, but I don't think I don't see Jamie doing it unless he has to. Unless it just gets out of hand to where he can't make it.
Well, I don't think a splash and go is going to win you anything tonight because
you can't go down.
What I'm seeing is average lap time, total time on pit road for a 5-second pit stop, and that's about what you'd be looking for, maybe a little bit quicker. It's about 38 seconds. Well, if you come down pit road for 38 seconds, you just gave up the race.
You fall all the way back to 20th. Larry Bell's 19th. He's 38 seconds back.
Yep.
Shout out though to the party boy and Chris Berg. What if both these guys come up here and Chris Berg ran pretty good tonight. I know he qualified, I believe 20th if I recall, but we did see the 66 guy up in the mix off some strategy and kept it. He stayed there again right now, sitting top 3. Podium here for Chris Berg. Maybe.
Biggest mover of the race so far is 4th place runner Eric Blount in the 16 car.
Didn't even see that. He's actually behind him. That's a battle for position, maybe. If you
Yeah.
can get up there to him.
Last time on pit road, same as Chris Berg, lap number 66. Ty Morosco, if the race were to end right now, top 5. He's in 5th spot. And how about Jason Bauer? I want to give a big shout out to him. He has kept it clean all night long. Bauer would have, I believe, his best finish in BPL tonight at 6.
I think so. And also, I want to touch on him. I just noticed Eric Blount. Sorry, buddy, if I'm mispronouncing it. I just noticed back of his car says Blackhawk Motorsports, so he might be the newest driver to replace a Blackhawk Motorsports driver. I did not know he was part of Blackhawk.
Still running that Viagra car. Mark Arthur doing everything he can with a slightly damaged 12 car that's definitely not up to race pace. But right now, Mark rolling, battling for 13th spot against RT76, Rick Thompson. I see Brian Zimmerman a couple of cars back, leading that modified series. And then Dalton Kilroe. Kilroe, I thought, had a really good chance at winning tonight. Right now, back to 15th position. Wow.
I see my race try to pick 'em point just slipping away.
7 laps to go. 7 laps for Jamie Walker. Can he make it? It's going to be a fuel run to the finish if he can hold on.
Looking for his second race win of the season. If you was to ask or interview the 88 right now, I guarantee you he would say he has not been happy with how his season has went. This could be a statement type night for the 88. Could be the bounce back that the Mountain Dew crew needs. It all comes down to that Sunoco fuel. Does he have enough to see it through the end?
For the last 2 weeks, Amanda Sherman has scored a win and a 3rd place in another league. Tonight, she is looking to pick up the TNA banner as she went around Corey Sherman and left him in the dust. Bragging rights go to Amanda here tonight. She's still ahead of Cody Heinzman. She would, in fact, be the banner winner so long as Cody doesn't pass her, which I think he's not too far behind, just about a second. So there's a good shot at that one. But 6 laps to go. We'll make it 5. 5 to go now for Jamie Walker. This is the Jamie Walker that we know. The guy that will pull some kind of magic out of his hat and make that 88 win, even if he didn't do it on speed alone.
Damn it, this is magic tonight because I think this caught not only us two, but a lot of heavy hitters off guard here tonight. I don't think a lot of people had this on tap, that fuel would be a factor like it is. Because I was coming in tonight that fuel was a non-factor entirely. They go 50 laps, right? Stages were only 24 laps, but that final stage is a little bit longer.
Make it
Lap 117.
8 miles to go.
That's scary thinking about that in my truck. I drive a Silverado. If that thing ever says 8 miles, I got problems. That thing sucks the gas down. And these race cars, I can promise you that. I can promise you one thing. They get worse gas mileage than my truck does. They're not known to be fuel efficient. But 8 miles, you said, going to be 6 at the line.
I've got a Silverado too, except for it's the 2500 version with a 6.6, and I promise you I can pass anything on the road but a gas station.
I got a 2010 5.3.
That's a good motor.
She's been a beaut, brother. 214,000 miles on her. She's only been in a shop one time, and it wasn't an extended stay. It was for about 4 hours.
Not too bad. Jamie Walker still leading the way. 3 laps to go. Make it 2.5 as he's working the backstretch. Jamie Walker, if he does make this happen, first of all, he's going to be tired when we bring him up. Second of all, man, he's going to be ecstatic. As ecstatic as you'll ever hear Jamie get.
The people at home might argue that he's not ecstatic, but I promise you he is. He's just not going to sound it. He's going to be like, yeah, it was pretty cool. But he will be happy, I can promise you. He needs this right here.
Yeah.
As the lone Dutchman shows him the way, lets him have the bottom groove.
Corey Sherman has slipped back to 15th. That earlier damage still plaguing the 3 car. Cody Heinzman in 13th spot behind Amanda Sherman. There's a little bit of a gap there.
The one thing you can say for Corey tonight, yes, he did not get the finish he wanted, but if you look actually where he's running with and who he's running with the guys he pit with. If he just would have stayed out like these other guys, he'd be up there with Jamie Walker as well. If the race would have went the way we thought it would as his final lap, I think Dalton Killer probably would have been the race winner. But it's all the 88 final lap here tonight.
Just about half a lap to go for our race leader, Jamie Walker. Soon to be race winner. Win number 2 on the season for the 88 Dakar. And I'm telling you, man, it's all about the Dakar. Those wins come when there's Mountain Dew fueling that 88. And it is certainly fueling it now as he is getting ready to cross the start-finish line for win number 2.
He may have been out of gas right there. I don't think we're going to get a burnout. His miles per hour started going down at the line, I saw.
He may have saved just enough. We'll see.
His car's running.
What a win for Jamie Walker. Sam Lawson in second.
Yeah, he's close. Yeah. He's shutting it off on the backstretch, just trying to get it there.
Yeah, Chris Berg in third. Eric Blanc, Chris Carroll made it back up to 5th spot. A good run for him. Austin Edstrom in 6th. Dylan Banks, Jason Bauer, John Perkins, Dalton Kilroy, your top 10. Then it's the battle for the TNA banner. Tonight, it belongs to Amanda Sherman. Wow. Great job for the 8 car.
I'm excited to talk to our second place driver because I normally get to talk to the second place guy, right? It's going to be the party boy tonight. I know he's going to be smiling here. He's smiling right now. As Jamie Walker does give us a little burnout. He saved us some. So the 88 saved just enough fuel.
Power Fade, it's good to see you out there. It'd be better to see you on track. Lori, thank you, honey. Have a great couple of weeks. I know next weekend is going to be really busy for me. I'm very happy that we're off since I get to watch my son. Finally, I'm going to be done. My son is graduating high school next week.
Oh wow, I love you, Chris, but tell me you're old without coming out and saying, "Hey guys, I'm the old one here."
I don't try and hide it, brother. Never have.
I love it though. That's awesome. Congratulations to y'all. I got a 9-year-old daughter that thinks she's a teenager right now. So you made it through the hard years.
Oh yeah,
Congratulations.
yeah. I did that with my first one. Trust me, I get that. Let's see. I'm looking for our drivers so we can
If
do a
I have
post
to
race
guess,
here.
Sam Lawson, he's from Tennessee, right? So he's a little
Uh,
he has a little bit of redneck in him. He
there's
probably
Sam.
won't know how to. Oh, is he in Team Speak? Did he
Yeah,
quit?
yeah, yeah.
Oh my goodness, I'm
And
surprised.
there's Berg. We're gonna have them all. Holy cow! Hey, you know what? Let's just roll this thing. Let's see. Chris Berg out there on track. We're gonna make sure we can see him right. That one there, and we'll get him up here. Driver of the number 66. I'm sorry to cut you off, but up 17 spots to finish in third. It's Chris Berg. Chris, this is Chris and Tanner up in the booth. You got a copy?
Got a copy. How's it going?
Doing very good, bud. Look, you ran the same fuel strategy as the two guys that finished just in front of you. That's got to feel good, even to win off from a fuel strategy or finish third in your case, but a podium nonetheless. Chris, why don't you take me through it?
I screwed up in qualifying, so started near the back. I mean, I drove past a bunch of cars multiple times and then made a mistake there with 56, 57 to go. Spotter told me I was clear, and I came up on tie, and I hate that. And it kind of ruined the run because I was up to fourth right there with the freshest tires, set myself up good. And then I had to catch the field after repairing damage and getting the EOL. So I had to use a little more fuel. So I had to save. Happy with another top 5. Things seem to be going the right direction, but just hate that I caused that incident. Not something I like to do.
Well, incidents are part of the sport, but especially when everybody is just kind of on top of each other, and you guys were certainly doing that tonight. Who do you have to thank on the side of that 66 here tonight?
Ohio and Indiana Roofing, my Blackhawk Motorsports teammates, and everyone, you guys up in the booth, in the league. It's a blast to run in, and glad to see everything starting to turn around for me, knocking out these top 5s consistently.
Yeah, you certainly are, Chris, and point standings are going to start proving that out here pretty quick for you, bud. Congratulations once again on another podium for the Iceberg. Chris Berg, driver of the number 66. Finishing in second tonight. Tanner, I believe you caught up with him.
I do. I have indeed caught up with the party boy, the governor, or the kid, as I like to call him, Mr. Samuel Lawson. You got a copy?
I got you.
So I said a while ago, as soon as the checker flag flew, I knew you were over there smiling. You're always happy. I know you love to be featured on the broadcast. Damn it, you brought the car home second. My biggest question is, when did you realize, oh, snap, I can make it to the end?
When I went back down for extra fuel on that pit stop at the last caution. I mean, I was sitting there, and then me and Jamie, I was just talking to him just now. We sitting there talking, and I knew he was going to be good. I knew he could make it, but I didn't think he's going to pull out 9 seconds over me and make it, though. That's what it was shocked by me. I was like, I just got to keep doing what I'm doing. I guess I'll make it.
Well, I mean, you did make it. Absolutely. So my next question is, you're in a Discord channel with like 6 other guys. Why was you the only one that really pulled the strategy off and pulled it off to perfection? Normally, it's monkey see, monkey do with that type of aspect.
Normally it's Zimmerman doing this strategy, but I mean, I know he had some bad luck too happen tonight, but I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well,
I tell you.
at the end of the day, you don't have to know, right? What we do know is in the record books, you brought the car home second. I know you wanted to win tonight. You were talking about that. You felt strong here. You said you felt strong, and I guess now we have to believe you felt strong. Brought the car home second. Who we got to thank, party boy?
I got to thank you. I mean, you put this awesome paint scheme together right before we even started racing. And then got to thank Chris Carroll, Zimmy. Who else is on there? Larry Bell. Stephen T was helping out too. It's everybody, man. That's who lets us do this thing, you know? And y'all doing the broadcast. Got TSP all over this car for a reason. Best broadcast company there is.
Right on, boss. He said company makes us feel professional.
Hey, well, you got the over 500 subscribers now.
Yes, sir.
Hey, company now.
Right on, boss. So, congratulations there for the P2 finish, boss.
Thank you, buddy.
Sam Lawson, driver of number 24.
Yeah, just getting it done, man. It's good stuff. I love seeing that. Love hearing his voice. He's having a lot of fun. Speaking of having a lot of fun, I'm pretty sure that the 88 had a lot of fun here tonight, saving some fuel. But that is what the name of the game is, whatever it takes to come across the line first. It is the 88 of Jamie Walker. Jamie, Chris, and Tanner up in the booth. You got a copy.
Yes, sir. How you guys doing?
Doing well, bud, but I'm thinking you're probably on the happy side here tonight.
A little bit of both, I guess. I mean, I'm happy that I got the win, but also bummed out that I couldn't get up there and actually race with those guys. I just couldn't keep up with them without burning the stuff up.
Yeah, I saw that. In fact, I had you kind of picked out as like maybe a top 5 car. So a win tonight actually is really, really good because, first of all, you have to put yourself in position. Check. You did that. Second of all, you have to come up with something that nobody else comes up with to try and win. Well, guess what, bud? Check. You did that too.
Yeah, that last caution there, I came down and filled up, and I was like, well, I'm going to top out with 1 to go, and I'm going to just save the rest of this whole run. And yeah, it worked out. I just seen people falling off in front of me and pit. It's like, well, I'm staying out. I made my bed. I'm staying out.
It's awesome. I love calling a win. Anytime that the 88 comes across stripe for us is one of my favorite nights. Jamie, who do you have on the side of that beautiful, awesome Amp Energy Mountain Dew machine that you need to thank?
First and foremost, I want to say sorry for last week, and I wasn't able to make it. I had a family gathering, and I ended up, missing the race, so I was kind of bummed out about that. But of course, everybody on the Mountain Dew crew, can't thank them guys enough. You guys in the booth, Blazing Pedals for putting the leagues on, and it's been an up and down season. I'm hoping I can get this monkey off my back.
Well, I'll tell you what, bud, there's nothing more that does that than a race win. Now you've got 2. And that could start up the streak that you were looking for, Jamie. Good to see you up here in Victory Lane, bud. You have yourself a really, really good night. Congratulations once again.
Thank you, sir. You guys have a great week as well.
Jamie Walker, driver of the number 88, getting it done. And let's take a peek real quick at the race results. They are on your screen. Jamie Walker bringing it home first place. Sam Lawson, Chris Berg, your top 3. We've talked to them. Eric Blount bringing it home in the 4th spot in his number 16 with Chris Carroll in 5th. Austin Edstrom going to finish 6th. Dylan Banks and Jason Bauer 7th and 8th. John Perkins brings home a 9th place. Good job out of the 33. Dalton Kilroe a 10th place. Not what he deserved tonight, but a solid run for the 41. That's going to go a long way in boosting that confidence back up. Ty Morosco going to finish in 11th position. Amanda Sherman in 12th. Larry Bell in 13th spot with Cody Heinzman in 14th. Gordon Larson Jr. in the double aught, bringing it home in 15th spot with Mark Arthur in 16th. Brian Zimmerman in 17th. And Corey Sherman 1 lap down in the 18th position. And
I'll tell you what, Chris. I'm looking at the points now after tonight. That playoff bubble I mentioned earlier, it just got even tighter. Mark Arthur finds himself looking outside the top 16 right now. Amanda Sherman, she's playing gatekeeper right now. It's been a fun one. We are off next week. And, then we come back at Lucas Oil. It's going to be bracket. We're going to be doing the BPL head-to-head bracket challenge when we come back at Lucas Oil. I'm excited. Folks, if you haven't already, check us out on Facebook, True Sim Productions. Go to the very top post. Follow the link. Fill out the bracket. Never know. There could be prizes. Come back in a few weeks. Check to see where you land on the leaderboards. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Absolutely is. And just to finish it up, let's see. We had Corey Sherman was the last one I said. So Mike Massengill brings it home 19th. Rick Thompson, Taylor Butcher Benjamin, Brian Dees, Philip Van Vliet, Dustin Ping, Steve Johnson, and Hunter Lagunas brings it home in last place after that first lap incident. Ladies and gentlemen, want to thank you once again for tuning in to True Sim Productions. Until the next time, take care of yourselves and each other.
Clear.